I'm Remington Barkley here with the origination story of Sasquatch Jigs. But first, who am I? I'm a young tournament angler who, like you, many of you, love to just mess and tinker with baits and try and customize your lures to make them perform perfectly and just catch more fish. And a few years ago, I was working on my jigs and to try and figure out how to make scent stay in the jig skirting for longer so I don't have to keep reapplying scent. Decided on adding hair, and it worked really well for holding added scent. Like, even think about it, if you put shampoo in your hair, it holds the scent. So that's why we found that hair worked really good to hold scent inside of our jigs. And after much trial and much error of different kinds of hair from different creatures, just figuring out which density of hair worked the best, we figured out that using Authentic Synthetic Sasquatch Hair worked the best. Hint the name, Sasquatch Jigs. This hair not only flows with the continual motion in the water, but it also separates the rubber skirting when it's underwater with the hair. And then it opens super slow in the water and has a lot of secondary action in the water, way more than a typical jig would have. And that action, fish simply cannot resist it. And now I've had a lot of questions about how I collect all of this Sasquatch hair. And I'm going to share an additional video with you of me and my friends up in the northern woods collecting Sasquatch hair.
Remington, you brought us all the way out here to show us how you collect all these Sasquatch hairs. These jigs work great on the lake. We're using them all the time. He's won so many tournaments with it, it's ridiculous. So, tell us how you do it.
So you guys, this is the hair we're going to be looking for. This is cleaned, combed, and ready to put right into a jig. But what we'll get is stuff with leaves, dirt, all that crap in it. And then when we collect it, we can take it home, clean it off, and put it into a jig. So let's go find some Sasquatch hair. Look at this, you guys. Look at that. That is some good bump of Sasquatch hair right there. See how dirty and nasty it is? It's got all dirt and stuff in it. What I can do is I can collect this and I can take it home. I can get this stuff out of it, get the oils, get the dirt out of it, clean it in the water. And what that hair is going to do inside of the Sasquatch jig is it's going to make it it's going to flow amazing in the water, just like hair does. And I can walk through here, through the woods, and I can find these clumps of hair to make our Sasquatch jigs. And this is what I would like to call the winter coat, because it's spring right now, it's northern Michigan, it gets really cold, so he has to grow a big, thicker hair to keep him warmer, and this is that thicker hair coming off in the spring. And you walk by these trees right here.
Remy, oh my gosh, you are lying, it's real.
Yeah, you must have walked right through this path right
It's
here.
insane. Look how big this is. Look how big this one is.
Wow. That's a big
It's
chunk.
a full.
And it's just like that. You can come through here, you can clean all that out, and then we can make our really flowing and really amazing jigs with this Sasquatch hair. And with the hair that we just found, we could probably make, I don't know, from 3 to 5 jigs with this, depending on how easily we can clean it. So let's go find some more hair. As you can see, the collection and cleaning of this authentic synthetic Sasquatch hair is quite a process, but it really works great in these jigs. Now let's talk about the hook. Have you bought a line of jigs that, you know, they look amazing, they feel good, they look good, but you cannot get a solid hookup ratio with the hook that's on that jig? I hate it so much. With a passion. I hate that I can go out, I can take the time off of a day, I can go out, I get the boat out, I go onto the lake, and I find the fish, and I start finding where they're at and what jig color they're eating, and I set the hook into them, and they come to the edge of the boat and they throw the jig. It is the worst thing ever. So I worked extra hard trying to get the perfect hook and the perfect jig heads that go with those hooks. This Gamakatsu hook, combined with their structure and football jig heads, have a 100% hookup ratio guaranteed, stating that if you're not satisfied with the hookup ratio with our Sasquatch jigs, return them. We will refund the price of the jigs. Look, no one in the industry stands behind their jig performance like we do. No one. Plus, they're made in Michigan. I mean, really, in today's market, why would you buy a jig that's made in China? Seriously. I'm gonna end this video with introducing you someone very important to me. This is Dan Mundy. He is the CEO of Sasquatch Jigs. When I was only 14, 15, and I was tinkering and messing around with these baits and putting hair in them, I couldn't do everything that a business needed as a 14-year-old. So Dan Mundy came in and he did all the big parent things or the big business things for me and helped me out in doing that. So thank you, Dan Mundy, for doing all those things for me.
Thanks, Remy. I'm gonna have you go fish because that's what you do really well. Is catch fish. So to talk about the Sasquatch jigs and how we got started. As Remy said, he brought this concept to me. He had put hair in these jigs to hold scent, to entice, a secondary action or entice these fish to bite. The scent really does add something to any bait that you're using, and by putting the hair in there, it was ingenious. I was amazed by that. What we found out beyond that is that with that hair infused with the skirting, it makes that whole skirt material flare and gives that jig a really good secondary action, which again invokes really good strikes. So I thought that was absolutely ingenious. And for someone that age to bring that level of expertise or professionalism to the fishing industry is amazing. The kid's really good. He's really smart, catches a lot of fish. He's done really well. Starting at 11 years old, he just turned 16. He's got multiple state titles, qualified for nationals multiple times. Great angler, really good angler, really good at what he does. He's passionate, just like all of us are. If you're watching this video, you're as passionate as we are about the fishing industry and about catching fish. And that's where our dilemma was. We got this great hair and skirt concept, but then we were still struggling, as anglers, we're still struggling to put fish in the boat. And you guys have all been there. You've had that big fish on the end of the line. You spent all day, you research the lake, you know where they're at, you finally find them, you spend all this time, effort, energy, you finally hook the big guy, and he comes to the surface and does a nice little tail slap, nice little wave saying bye-bye. Your jig goes one way, he goes the other way. I don't like that. Remington doesn't like that. Anybody who fishes doesn't like that, but if you're a tournament angler, you really don't like that because you've got a lot of money invested in that fish. So we went to ICAST. We went and talked to different hook manufacturers trying to find the right hook concept. We tried all kinds of different versions. We spent a good year developing this product. We spent time talked to Gamakatsu and the guys and got some different concept ideas from them. We wanted a really good, strong hook, one that's really sharp, but we wanted the right hook. And it took a while to put that together. We had different versions, and the same thing. We would hook fish, and they would come up and spit the hook, and we knew that wasn't correct. So we finally put this package together. We got the right head design, the right lead guard, the right line tie, and the right hook, all mixed together with a great skirt that has hair in it, that holds scent, gives it a really good secondary action. It is a great product. And it's all made in the USA, which is awesome. We hand put these together in Michigan. This is all put together here. So we gave this to a lot of the guys in the industry. I have a lot of friends that are captains, that are guides, got a lot of guys that fish tournaments, and we put this in their hands all across the country. And what I wanted to know from them, the real important thing for me was, from a marketing standpoint and from a product standpoint, what I wanted to know from them is, how many fish do you lose? Okay, because all you guys are all good fishermen. You can go out, find them, and catch them, get them, and hook the fish. But are you getting them to the boat? That's the question. How many are you losing? And over a year of having these out there, we had multiple guys that we gave, a couple jigs to this guy, a couple jigs to that guy, a couple jigs, and all these guys are coming back going, dude, I need more. I want more of those. I need more of those. Where can I get more of those? I need some more of those from you. So we knew we had something special. Over that course of time, over a year, the feedback I got from everybody was, and the question was, how many did you lose? And the answer, unequivocally, was 0. None. That's when we knew that we had everything put together properly. So then we started going to market. We started selling the product. To date, we're at over 21,000 jigs sold. All have been made in Michigan. And it's thanks to people that have a passion, just like we do. We have a passion to be in the fishing industry. Remington has a giant passion to fish, just like I have a giant passion to fish, just like you do if you're watching this video. We appreciate it. We really appreciate your support. And we look forward to more great things moving on here in the future. So far it's been awesome, and can't wait to show you more.